So buddies, I haven't done a top speed test yet on the Dominar 400. I mean a dedicated top speed test, so I think I'll do it now. Let me see what kind of top speed I can achieve and till what speed is it actually having that grunt and juice, and what would be a practical top speed and what would be an ultimate top speed. Let me try that. Hopefully I get some good road. I'm going full throttle now, absolutely full throttle in the top gear, and I've been holding the speed for quite some time, and this motorcycle kind of runs out of juice after about 145 to 148 kilometers an hour, and I'm quite tucked down right now, cutting out the wind, and I'm not a heavyweight person either, but still crossing 150 kilometers an hour is kind of a challenge. So top speed for this motorcycle is definitely not its unique selling proposition. It is not something that this motorcycle would be very proud of. But again, check out the price point. This is meant for a different purpose, for everyday commutes, for touring and other stuff. So top speed, again 150 kilometers an hour is still pretty fast. So, but again, if you got friends on the Duke or the RC or the Yamaha R3, they would be much faster than you. But that's absolutely fine considering the price point of this motorcycle. But again, and even at 150 kilometers an hour that I'm doing right now, the motorcycle feels absolutely stable, rock solid, really well behaved. And okay, 155 right now, so let me try and crunch down and get a little more top speed out, because after this I'm going to be running out of highway. 156. Okay, I just need another stretch. Let me see if I can get squeezed a little more speed. I think the ultimate top speed would be about 160 odd kilometers an hour, but it's not practical because you'll not get that kind of a free stretch road very often. So practical top speed is about 145 to 148 kilometers an hour, and after that this motorcycle kind of runs out of juice, but it is not slow by any standards, because remember, the moment we are above 120 kilometers an hour, we are riding very fast anyway, so we don't have to cry about it. But remember, the initial acceleration, I mean the low end acceleration, mid-range is beautiful, so that is what we are going to be needing most of the time anyhow, correct? And so smooth this machine is, and the exhaust note and the engine note is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Okay, let me try and do another top speed run, that is if the road permits. I don't think I would be able to, but let me push it till the last. No, there is someone crossing the road. This is the issue with our highways, you know, no matter how beautiful they look, how tempting they look, you got to be very, very careful, because a dog or a cattle or a human could cross any time, literally any time. So friends, remember, a practical top speed of a motorcycle is more important than the ultimate top speed. So practical top speed means what kind of top speed, what kind of higher speed the motorcycle can reach without running out of juice and without needing too much of a long stretch. So that is known as a practical top speed. So this motorcycle's practical top speed, as I mentioned, would be about 145 to 148 kilometers an hour. Then after that, it's the ultimate top speed. So for ultimate top speed, you need a long stretch, you need kind of a downhill, and you need tailwind. You cannot have headwind coming from the other side and opposing the speed, acceleration of the motorcycle. So if you have all that working in your favor, then probably you'll do about 165 kilometers or slightly more than that. But that's the ultimate top speed. So you can't really, I mean, if you're buying this motorcycle thinking that this motorcycle will do 165 kilometers an hour, then that is not what you should be vouching for, because you can kind of get disappointed. Another try for the top speed. So again, this motorcycle is kind of slowing down after about 145 kilometers an hour. But I'm happy. I got no complaints at all. 145 kilometers an hour is pretty fast. Here we go. The Yamaha R3 just overtook me at 145 kilometers an hour, where the juice of this motorcycle starts to run out, and you see that the R3 is propelling ahead with no issue at all, and we are at 150 kilometers an hour. Also remember, this motorcycle is not very lightweight motorcycle like the Duke or the RC390. This weighs about 180 odd kilograms, so even the weight plays a huge factor on the top speed run. That is the reason this motorcycle is kind of slowing down after 145 kilometers an hour, because the Duke and the RC, although they have much higher horsepower, they have like 42 horsepower compared to this one has 35, but they also are about 30 kilograms lesser in weight, which is a huge factor. Okay, the bungee cord of my tank bag has come off. Thank God this did not happen when I was riding very fast. I wish they had a metal tank, not a plastic tank, but again, metal tank would mean more weight, so I'm okay with the plastic tank for now, I think. But what happens is that if you have a metal tank, you can have a really cool way, easy way to put on your, saddlebags. Okay, I'm back in business. Let me go. Alright Kiran, it was awesome riding with you, and again thanks for letting me ride your R3. Beautiful as always, and let's do more long rides soon. Thanks buddy.